that it's red, white, and blue would be perfect for the 4th of July. Okay. So this is what it looks like. It's kind of like a turquoise blue. Now it's supposed to be berry flavored cola, but I'm kind of skeptical. I think it's not going to taste so much like cola, but more like just berry, but I will let you know right now. I don't really taste cola. I taste kind of like berry and cotton candy a little bit, maybe. It doesn't seem to taste like super, super duper sweet. Unless it's the ice. Let me try it straight out of here. Okay, so it's not overwhelmingly sweet. I think I would say that it looks a lot prettier than it tastes. It doesn't taste bad, but it's not like, oh my gosh, it's delicious. I mean, it's good, but I would prefer regular Pepsi or Diet Pepsi actually over this, but this is really fun. Really a fun color. Okay. So, we're going to be chewing this Airheads Blue Raspberry because it is the same color as the soda. Okay. This gum is a lot sweeter than the soda. Anyway, the first show I want to talk about is How to Get Away with Murder. I think I mentioned it in my last video like this. I mentioned that I had started watching it, but now I have finished it. And that show will go on my list of the best shows ever. You know what I mean? Like it's not just something that you watched and it passed the time, but it was really, really over the top great. It stars Viola Davis. She is a fabulous actress. It has 6 seasons, and it went from 2014 to 2020. It's about Viola Davis plays Annalise Keating, and she is a criminal lawyer. I think it's what you call it, criminal lawyer, and a professor at a university in Philadelphia. And she selects like the best students in her class to work with her on cases. And it goes into so much drama. And each drama builds on the next. I think I remember saying this last time, that each episode has like some which is something that I really appreciate because I don't really like shows that wrap everything up in one episode. So it just makes me not really that interested in coming back, you know? But this one, after watching all 6 seasons, I was so sad to see it end. It was one of those, it's like, oh, this is a part of my life for several weeks, and I love these people in the show. Seriously, I even got a new boyfriend from watching the show. Like, I'm totally kidding, but I am talking about Frank Delfino. And ladies, if you've watched the show, you know what I'm talking about. He's not really my boyfriend, okay? I know that. I get it. Okay. Alright. Let's go on. Oh, by the way, that show was created by Shonda Rhimes. You've probably heard of her. She also made Grey's Anatomy. And you wouldn't be able to tell that it's the same person. You know what I mean? It doesn't feel anything like Grey's Anatomy or any of the other shows she's made. It's like they're all completely different. Okay. Ginny and Georgia. Okay, that is a sort of new show on Netflix. They just have 1 season so far. And I really wasn't gonna watch it because it's like a teen show and I'm a bit past my teens, if you didn't know. So you got Ginny is the daughter. She's like maybe 15 or so. And the mother is Georgia, and she's, oh yeah, okay. Yeah, Ginny is 15 and Georgia is 30, that's right. Because Georgia had Ginny when she was 15, so. And there's a little brother, his name is Austin. And, in the beginning, the stepfather or the husband of Georgia dies. And they were living in Texas, and they move, right after he dies, they move to Massachusetts. And, you know, they start a whole new life there. It's actually pretty entertaining because in addition to the typical, like, teen situations and 30-year-old woman situations, there's also a bit of, like, a criminal intrigue there, you know, like some, you know, mystery, sort of. So that piece makes it better than it would be if it was just, like, a drama. Okay, so I do recommend that one as an entertaining one, but it's, you know, it's not something I would say is a fine piece of, you know, art. It's rare that you find a fine piece of art, truthfully. Okay. Oh, let me drink my blue soda. I'm saying the soda is not bad, like it's totally refreshing, but it's very, very mild. The next thing I watched was a movie called Get On Up, which was made in 2014, and it is the biography, not documentary, but, you know, drama, of James Brown, the musician and singer. And it stars Chadwick Boseman, rest in peace to him. Now, this tells the life story of James Brown. He started out in complete and utter poverty, like the lowest level of poverty that you could imagine. They just had absolutely nothing, no money. And he was also, you know, living with an abusive father. And his mother, like, took off when he was little. And then his father gave him to, I think it was a relative, who was running last show that